Creating an assessment. Welcome back. In the last lesson in this series, you learned how to upload your training to the MISS.MOE digital badging platform. Now that your course page has been set up with lessons, the next step in this process will be to create an assessment, and this video will show you how to do it. Assessments are the tools you will use to actually issue your digital badge to another person. To add an assessment, simply click on Add an Activity or Resource right here. Now, I highly recommend that you choose a quiz as your form of assessment, since multiple choice quizzes can be graded automatically by the system. Other forms of assessments you will have to manually score in order to issue a digital badge to someone, and you probably won't want to take the time needed to do that. So I'm going to select Quiz here, and then click on Add. Before you add questions to your quiz, you will first want to give your quiz a title and a description, and then specify how many minutes you recommend it to take learners to complete the quiz. I recommend leaving the rest of these display settings as they are, but if you are interested in setting an actual time limit on the quiz, then you can enable that feature in the timing section right here. When you are ready, click Save and Display. And now you are in the section where you can start adding questions to your quiz. To get started, simply click on the Edit Quiz button right here. From here, you will be able to start adding questions to your quiz. To do so, simply click on Add and then select a new question. There are many different question types you can select here, but to make things easy, I'm just going to use multiple choice questions for this quiz. Now I'm going to give my question a title and then write my question into the question text box right here. I recommend leaving most of these display settings as is. Next, I'm going to provide answer choices for this multiple choice question. I will select 100% as the score for the correct answer and leave none as the score for all incorrect answers. Although note that you are allowed to offer partial credit if you want to. When you are finished, simply click on Save Changes to add this question to your quiz. Once you have finished adding the questions to your quiz, you can change the point value for each question, and if you want to, you can change the maximum grade for the quiz overall. Note that the maximum grade only affects how the points you set for each question will scale to fit within that maximum score, so you can always leave this setting as is if scaling is not something that concerns you. So now, how do I determine what passing this quiz is going to look like for learners? For the sake of the example, let's say that after I add up all my questions, I decide that I want this quiz to be worth 10 points. I'm going to decide that a passing score will be a minimum of 70% or 7 points and higher. To set this, I'm going to go back to my quiz page up here by clicking on the title of my quiz here in the breadcrumbs. And from here, I'm going to click on the gear icon to edit my settings. Note that Edit Quiz Settings is where you would go to change the settings of a quiz as a whole, and Edit Quiz Questions is where you would go to add or change the questions you've added to the quiz. I'm going to click on Edit Quiz Settings. Now from here, I just open up the Grade section, and then from here, I can set the grade to pass, which I'm going to mark as 70%, or 7 points. And then I save my quiz. And that's it! Once all the questions have been added to your quiz, it will be ready for learners. I recommend keeping most quizzes under 15 questions if possible. Note that the system will also allow you to take your own quiz to test it out before issuing it to learners. In the next video, we will get to explore the fun part of this process, which is creating our first digital badge. Once we create a digital badge, we will be able to attach it to our quiz here as the reward for learners who pass this assessment. Thanks for watching. For more information about digital badges, please visit www.miss.mo.